All right, good morning, everybody. Going to do a video today. It's Wednesday. It's January 14th. An update on the location. I'm just going to give you a visual, what we accomplished. We did get that load in on Monday. We are processed almost and ready for our customers on Saturday. We are going to reopen. We do not have a huge offering for our customers, but I am going to show you what's going on with what we do have. Today, we're also going to do something else to get ready to, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for right now, we did pull in some Amazon HBA. There's a lot of good stuff in here. There's a lot of items that are under $70 retail though. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do $14 starting on Saturday. So anything in these bins is going to be $14. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is what we were able to come up with. And then next Thursday we're going to reopen, and it's going to be $7, whatever's left over. And then the following day on Friday it's going to be $4. So anything that's left over, we'll go ahead and pull it for a day where we're going to open up during the month, where we're just going to do like a fill bag. And that's going to be our platform. And then we're also going to take the store and bring in pallets, because we got to start this new business model that we're thinking about or are going to be doing. So basically we're going to be bringing in pallets to resell. I'm going to make this location the best of it while I have it, and I'm going to make it so people can walk into my store and purchase pallets to resell. And then hopefully by the time we get to our next location, our business model will be ramped up where we'll have a customer base on pallet buyers. And then we also are going to figure out a way to service our existing customers with inventory. So this is going to be kind of the challenge. So what are we going to do over here? We are going to take all of our clothes that are the premium clothes that are slated for eBay, and we're actually going to give it to our customers at a flat price as well. The bins are not going to be organized by size anymore. We're actually going to do it by type. And then anything that's premium, that's going to be like a Adidas or like a Puma or something like that, is going to be a little bit higher priced, just because we're not going to be selling that on eBay. Because basically we figured out by the time we get into the labor with listing, shipping, and fees, we might as well give our customers the deal, and then that will kind of keep us relevant with our customer base as well, offering that kind of stuff. So as you can see, the floor is looking pretty clean. I did go around and sweep it with our sweeper. We have this like little sweeper that you push, and it's meant for being outside, but it's actually it works really well on this carpet. It doesn't pick up everything that's big, but it does do a really good job going through one pass. So this is going to be covered up with cardboard. I'm going to walk into my eBay room and I'm going to show you guys. We did have 13 orders today. We picked them very quickly. We're already starting to see that the work that we put into organizing our eBay room did pay off already. And I'm going to walk through here and kind of show you some stuff as well. So everything's been organized. It's all in alphabetical order, and it just makes it so much easier when you have it all adjusted that way. So the other day in my video I was talking about death piles. I actually created a death aisle. So this is our death aisle. So basically during this transition time, I'm going to have to get back to listing, and this is what I'm going to be pulling from to sell on eBay. And then I'm also going to go onto eBay and look at all my items that aren't getting views, and I'm going to take those out of the equation, because I do understand that if you have a bunch of inventory on your eBay store that doesn't get views, that actually brings down your seller exposure. So what we got to do is we got to take all that stuff out of the equation. Now stuff like this is probably going to go onto the sales floor, guys. I do sell them, but not fast enough. We're going to pull off the clothing. What I want to do actually is I want to get rid of clothing on my eBay, because I'm starting to see that the eBay is kind of turning more into like compared to Amazon, or compared to big box, where they can just buy something, and if they don't like it, they can try to return it. We do have no returns. So what I need to do is the stuff that I list on eBay, I need to make it so there's very little option for those disputes on not fitting, or stuff like that, like size isn't right. I need to take that stuff off of eBay, and put it to where it just goes out the door with a customer. And then once it goes out the door, it doesn't come back. Because the biggest thing, guys, is your churn on your items that you sell. Returns cost a lot of money because you're shipping, you're paying to ship them, and it's paying to ship back. So we're also going to adjust our eBay store to have flat pricing and not have free shipping. It's still going to be priced under market, but we're going to make it so if for some reason we are forced to return, we have an option of going in there and disputing some of the money that we're giving back. So some would say, you know, if it doesn't fit, you know, why not give them back all their money? I have this thing where if you're unsure about something and you don't ask a question, it should not be up to me to pay for the shipping there and back to let you decide if that's the right item for you. So we're going to start focusing on trying to get those things out of the equation, and then that will help us keep our sales money that happens plus the labor on packing and shipping. So this area back here has been cleaned up a little bit. As you can see, there's not a lot of stuff on the floor either in here. We're going to use this as a staging area, so when inventory comes in as a truckload, it's going to come in here before it goes out into the sales floor, unless it's like a pallet that we're going to resell. This right here is 17 pallets of clothing. It's actually technically 18 pallets because there's a stack right here. There's about 12,000 pieces, a little bit over 12,000 pieces. We're going to sell this as a full truckload, so I got to get that out there. This over here is our shoes that we sell on eBay, so those stay there. And then all those that up here, these watermelons, these are all eBay clothing, but we're actually going to take this down and we're going to sort this like I was saying before. So that's what we're going to be working on when we open on Saturday. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of these watermelons out. We'll have a huge selection. It is winter. We do have winter clothes. We also have spring clothes in there, so that will be a good offering. These right here, these are actually my my sports athletic wear. I'm going to sell that as a truck too. I think there's 21 pallets, so 3 just stacked up, and then the rest are 21 watermelons. That's going to be a sale as well. So I think there's over 10,000 pieces on that. I'm going to sell that unmanifested, and then hopefully we can get a good amount for that too as well. So that'll kind of clear up the area, all the extra inventory, get the capital back into our hands, and then we can kind of move forward on taking that money and reinvesting into the business. So this right here, this is one of those racks that we got that we're going to hang clothes on. It's a double-sided and it's a double height, so that'll be a really good thing to put clothes on, and then that's going to go on the sales floor. These are 2 pallets of air conditioners. It's almost 8,000 retail. We're going to sell these at a percentage. They're all brand new. They are $220, but I do believe that there's some value there because the $8,000 retail, that's current, that's not sale price. Going to come around here to the back. So this is going to be still area that we have to work through. That's all vintage over there. Stuff that I had from when I first started. I got to kind of go through that and see what's going on. I do have some collectibles, some high-end collectibles here. And what I'm going to start doing with this stuff is going through it and putting it on the sales floor and starting to use this to try to capture other resellers. And then when they come to the store, they're going to see that we sell pallets. And then basically I'm going to use this kind of as a thing to show people that we have inventory that's for sale for them to make money on. There's Hot Wheels, there's Lego, there's Corgi, there's Micro Machines. There's a lot of random things in there that have a lot of value. I even got some records down there. So we're going to not focus on trying to do the vintage, but I am going to use that as a way to get new people, new eyes in the door. And then when they walk in, they can say, wow, this place, it sells pallets. It's got vintage, you know, a little bit of vintage, but it mostly sells pallets. This is inventory that I can be making money on. And that's going to be the goal with this new selling platform that we're going to try. So basically what it is we need to capture capital to get the store operating, and then we also need to start the new business model and make sure that when this location, either we lose the location or we stay in the location, it starts now. So this month is the month to start getting this going. We're already almost halfway through the month. We need to get the doors open, and then we need to start seeing new transition into this new model, so I can make sure that you know, if we are having to move, we can go ahead and just pick up and just move, and then when we get to the location, we can just keep doing what we're doing. So yeah, these are going to be premium items that came in that load. These are not going to be the $14, but we are going to do a certain percentage of, not really percentage, but like a dollar amount of the actual retail. We do have to check all this stuff to make sure that if we're asking a certain amount of money, it reflects the condition. I do know that there's a lot of stuff on that pile that's brand new. I just have to just singly make sure that I have the right price on everything. So yeah, this is where the clothing is going to go. We're going to put those watermelons out, like I said. We're going to space them out. We're not going to do it by size. We're actually going to do it by type. So shorts, pants, sweaters are going to be hung, and then all that premium stuff that I was talking about is going to be on there. So yeah, I kind of have the layout all figured out, and then I just got to get some signs. We got to work on getting Google turned back on for the location, saying that we're not permanently closed. We did hear back that there's another setback in the delay. So I don't know what's going on with the location, but what I do know is I can't stay closed much longer because we are hemorrhaging money more than it's coming in, and we just have to start just getting going. So that's what we're going to do this week, is just gear up for that weekend opening. I do have to do a video for my Facebook group and just let everybody know, hey, it turns out that we're staying here indefinitely. We don't have any time frame on anything, and I do need to make it very clear to my customers that there will be no store closeout sales anymore. If we do have to move again, we will not be liquidating any inventory. That inventory that we liquidated in November, it put a huge damper in our business because we liquidated a lot of inventory. We lost some money on a lot of stuff, and now we're in a position where we have no inventory besides what we slated for eBay. But I mean, it could be like it could be like just a blessing in disguise with changing over the the way we do business, because I think the biggest thing for me that I get frustrated about is the return requests that I get for the wrong reasons. And when you have a no return policy, and somebody takes that and abuses the policy to get what they want, I don't think that that's fair for us. And I think that what we need to do is we need to gear this business where that takes that out of the equation as much as possible. So that's what this new model is going to be. It's going to be whatever goes on eBay is going to have to stick better and not be returned. And we're only going to focus on stuff that we know that customers do not return. So it's going to be a little bit of a trick getting everything transitioned over. And I think, pulling all the inventory that has low views, that's hurting my seller score, taking that out of the equation and just honing in on the stuff that I know that works. And I think that's what 2026 is going to be about. Taking everything that I know about the last couple of years and apply it so we can be profitable and we can offer a really good product. So yeah, that's where we're at. There was a lot of work done to get here. Still a little bit more work to be done. I'm going to walk back here and kind of show you guys what's going on in the back. We did make some changes to our shipping area. It is a mess back here, so I'm just going to warn you. But we'll just go back here anyway. So just be 1 second while I get back here. So this area right over here, we actually moved the eBay listing area. The lighting is very good in here. Everything's going to be all confined to this area. I have to figure out a way to make it so customers can't come back here. So I think I'm just going to rope off at that door. With the new layout, it actually makes it easier for customers to see. But as you can see, there's a huge mess back here with all this stuff piled up here. It's all got to be organized. It's all still got to be gone through, and we got to make sure that we clear out this area and just make it so it's easy on the eyes. Because I think the biggest thing, guys, you got to keep in mind when you're running operation, you can't have cluttered areas. You got to have everything organized. Our situation's a little bit weird because we thought we were moving out and we had to, get everything to where we're moving out. And then now that we're going to stay for a little while, we have to just make sure that whatever areas that we have that we're using, they can't be cluttered up. So this area right here is going to need a little bit of work. I got to just do some patching up with making that look a little bit more presentable. The cash wrap area, there's a little bit to go there. So I mean, the rest of this week is just pretty much us getting ready for Saturday, and then whatever we can get done, we're going to get done. But whatever we can't, we're just going to just kind of pull off the floor and just worry about it later. So when customers walk in, I got a TV over here. I'm going to put some messages up on that. So it's going to be basically the pricing of the clothing. It's going to be the pricing on the table. And then we also might split it up and put another TV up and put it for the pallets too. So I just want to basically make sure that my messages are all digital, as well as paper. We're going to have these, where are they at? These signs over here. These are going to be in the clothing area, kind of just explaining the new pricing structure. And then we're also going to do something where we might do something up here where those TV mounts are. I might put like a banner all the way across the top there to kind of talk about the bin days or whatever. And then just maybe it will say Saturday $12, it'll say Thursday $7, and then it'll say Friday $4. So that's what we're going to do. That's up there. So it's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but it's a lot of easy stuff. So we just got to basically just get a checklist going and just complete the tasks, and then hopefully it all levels in with the timing. I'm not sure yet, but I do know that there's a lot to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you want to like and subscribe, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about in the next couple of videos on this transition, how it's working. And then, I can definitely use any ideas that you guys got for inventory, but I think that, the polls that we've done for our customers, it speaks for itself for the inventory that they want to see. So I just got to just execute and just get it all going. So yeah, so like, subscribe, put some comments if you want, and then just kind of keep an eye on us, guys, because there's a lot of situations that we've gone through, and there's a lot of situations that we're gonna be going through until things kind of wrap up and get going smoothly. So thanks, guys.